Hey, what's up, y'all? Today I'm going to be breaking down how I make Sparky Made It Slap Stockton style beats for artists like EBK Young JOC. Here, I'll show you the preview beat before I begin. Yeah, so it's pretty simple if you break it all down. So first thing you're going to want to start off with is a sample. The way I like to find samples is to go through old French
He meant Italian lol.
movies mostly and find the soundtracks to them and check those soundtracks out. You always find something really cool in there. And I found this sample and I just chopped up the start. I'll play the original for you. I'm gonna play it for like 2 seconds so I don't get copyrighted. But then all I did to that sample is I used the start, and then as for mixing, all I did was add an EQ to cut out some of the basses, add a compressor, a limiter so I could slightly sidechain it to the kick, and then I added this RC20 just for the beginning to give it a little more texture. And then that's all for the melody. And then on to the drums. All these drums are from my up-and-coming Smack Gallery kit, so be on the lookout for that. If I get, 3 likes, I'll send the whole kit to someone in the comments. And so these are the drums isolated. Alright, so I lied. Everything but that stomp and the little clav is in the kit, and that's all originally sound designed by me, all the sounds. So we'll start off with the hi-hat. See, they sound pretty complicated, but they're actually fairly simple. All you're going to want to do is what I've heard in a lot of Sparky Made It Slap beats is do these big hi-hat rolls with big pitch downs and just do those to taste. And make sure to set that off beat, whether that be by moving it off beat or shifting it slightly just to give it more bounce. Next is just a simple clap. After that is some perks, and I interchanged this laser perk and the hi-hat just to give it a little bit more bounce. You see, it sounds kind of weird isolated, but with the rest of the track, it adds a good bounce. And then next for the acid bass, all I did was go to the acid bass preset on GMS, and I just kind of mess around with the envelope, LFO, and everything until I found something that I liked. And then all I did for processing on that was I cut out, see, I don't know why I did that. I cut out the low end, and then I tried to boost the low end again, but I don't know, sometimes I just add like 100 EQs because I'm just not thinking. But this is that sound isolated. And really it doesn't sound like a lot, but then when you add this War Room 808 from my up-and-coming pack, it really adds a lot of bounce, and the acid bass adds a nice little high end to it. And then last but not least, these stomps, which I also have interchangeably played with this scratch. It creates a really cool bounce at the end, and it brings back to the one. So all you need to do for that is just have a basic scratch sound and then a stomp, and then it just creates some interest and tells the rapper and listener that you're going on to a different section. As for layout or structure of the track, it's pretty simple. I have like just 4 bars looping over and over again for 2 bars, or 8 bars, or 16 bars, sorry. I have the high melody playing, and then for this part I have the low melody playing. And then to keep interest, I'd suggest either changing the hi-hat or interchanging the bounce. So for that one, I had the hi-hat, and then the next bar, I have the little laser hit playing, just to change it up a little bit so it's not the same hi-hat, because the hi-hats are very distinctive, and you could tell if they're looping over and over again. And then last but not least, you need to add, you want to completely copy Sparky's flow, all you need to add is this little high pitch riser thing right before you go. I do it every 16 bars.